Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for being here in our community forum for this month. Today, we will be discussing three topics. Those topics include ban appeals, along with ban sanctions, our mission statement, and how can we implement our core mission and our values within the work that we're doing on a constant basis, and then other groups in community blacklist. Throughout this discussion today, we are going to open the floor for questions and feedback that is needed from our community. So that way, not only do people feel like they have a voice and a say, but they are able to actually um, put forth their opinion into a decision that is a good benefit for the entire community. So without further ado, let's jump in. Recently, the leadership team did have a meeting regarding banning after an incident occurred yesterday with two individuals, a group of people with two individuals being banned. And it was discussed that we do need a professionalized sanctions to where people will know what is the consequence for certain actions. And that was decided that we need to host that topic needs to be on the agenda for the town hall / community forum. And in that aspect, what are some of the consequences as a community do we feel is necessary to give out when certain users do violate our server rules? Our server rules apply to not only just our Discord community servers, but they also apply in game as well. And so I would like for everyone to be mindful that any consequence that is taken upon a user from Discord will apply directly towards in-game in events thereafter. In the suggestion channel, I will ping everyone again. In the suggestions channel, please put forth your decisions and your comments so that way everyone is being heard, we can read, and there is actually documentation and track record of it as well. So what we're going to do first is quickly go through our server rules, and then I will ask what is a reasonable expectation for consequences for that particular violation. Our first rule is do not violate Discord Terms of Service Agreement. Users who violate TOS, what should their consequence be? Please only use this suggestion channel for right now in regards to what the topic is of the community forum. That way the chat is clear.
If you are putting a solution as to the reason for Rule 1 and what the consequence should be, please provide a reason as to why you feel that should be the consequence.
All right, we will move on to the next rule. Racial and derogatory slurs are not allowed in a community server. Objective context of the speech will not be penalized. When someone is violating rule two, what should be the consequence of their action? All right, rule three. Text spamming outside of the spam channel is not allowed. What should be the consequence and or penalty if that is violated? Next rule, rule four. Uncivilized speech is not allowed in the community server. Remain civilized during sensitive debates in our topics. If a user is found violating rule four, what should be the consequence and or penalty? Next rule, rule five. Pornography, sexual content slash language is not allowed in the Discord server. This includes gore or sexual images of your profile picture and banner. If a user is found in violation of Rule 5, what should be the consequence and or penalty? Next rule, Rule 6. Drama and gossip that is outside the community server is not permitted inside the community server. Please keep this in direct messages. If a user is found in violation of this rule, what should be the consequence and or penalty? We are currently putting the Discord community rules up on the stream, so give us a couple seconds. Next rule, Rule 7. Advertising outside of the advertisement channel is not permitted. Advertising other WWE groups is not permitted. Please note that we did change this rule to include that WWE groups are permitted. If a user is found in violation of Rule 7, what should be the consequence and or penalty associated with the action? Our next rule: shortened or suspicious and unsecure links are not allowed. If a user is found in violation of this particular rule, what should be the consequence and or penalty associated with the action? The next rule, Rule 9: do not spam ping anyone or any role without reason. If a user is found in violation of this particular rule, what should be the penalty or the consequence? And then our final rule for our community rules, Rule 10: threatening and or the leakage of personal information without consent is not allowed. If a user is found in violation of this rule, what should be the consequence and or penalty associated with the action? Thank you everyone for providing your feedback and your suggestions on the penalties associated with our community rules. For the remainder of this week, if you do have any other suggestions regarding our rules, or if you would like to add a rule, please use the suggestion channel to do such. At the conclusion of Sunday evening, we will have a meeting and we will discuss the rule sanctions and we will post them thereafter on Monday. Now we will move on to our next topic of this community forum. We will be moving into our mission statement. And as our mission statement is placed onto the stream, you guys will have the opportunity to read it, along with it being posted in our community server. First join the server, and also being placed on our website as well. Our mission is as follows: WWE aims to promote a culture of inclusion and respect through events and partnerships that educate, enrich, and empower people to create a positive social environment for all, regardless of age, race, religion, sexual orientation, or physical or intellectual ability. Our mission guides us every single day and what we aim to accomplish on this platform. As of recent, it was brought to my attention that as a collective community, we are not upholding it every single day. And what I am currently challenging all employees, especially our leadership team, is not only to know the mission, but practice it whenever we are conducting business. And with that being said, our community rules will reflect our mission statement that will allow us to advance equity and equality for all. As of this moment, does anyone wish to add anything to our mission statement? If you would like to, please post in the suggestion channel now. All right, thank you, everyone. I will now turn it over to Steph Rollins, who is our director of production.
At this current time, I would like everybody to direct their attention to rumors and statements that have been made throughout the community. Um, I'd also like to welcome the voice of WWE, Zachary, to interview the chairman, Vincent McMahon. Go ahead, Zach.
First off, I want to thank you for bringing me up here. I want to thank the executives and higher ups for allowing me to come up here and speak on behalf of myself and many others who've gone through some drama in the past. First off, so I want to go ahead and give a little bit of a backstory what's been going on here. So behind the scenes, there's the past few days, there has been a group chat made in regards of my decision joining WWE on Roblox, and meaningless to say, they were gonna put up something on the screen for the live stream momentarily. I'm a little nervous. I apologize, But so I'm gonna try my best to keep it anonymous because I really don't want to reveal too much. But um, so I'm going to remind you something. This drama, in my perspective, is dropped for me at least. But for some people, it's not. Um, there are some people who tend to bring things up that aren't supposed to be brought up, and they can't seem to move on from certain drama that happened in the past. And well, I want to ask a few questions to the chairman, McMahon, if that's fine.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. So now you know what I'm talking about. People really don't understand, but I hope you can help me out with this. Like I said, I'm a little nervous, but um, McMahon, you and someone. Well, let me go and get through this without stuttering. So this someone sent something very what's the term? Very inappropriate, rude, ignorant, and I'm trying to find that word. It was offensive. There we go. It was quite offensive what they sent towards you, and you took actions towards the person months later doing an event. So could you perhaps clear things up for the people that are listening in the audience tonight?
Yes. The group that, the alleged group that is in the conversation is a group that is owned by, to my knowledge, owned by username Mr. Sneaky. His group is named PWE. Now, what that stands for, I would assume, is Professional Wrestling Entertainment. Do they practice professionalism on a daily basis? Absolutely not. It was brought to my attention last year in late of 2021 that a photo was created and posted in their chat by the leadership team alleging inappropriate, absolutely false information about myself and then also our group. Through several days of cooperative conversations with them, it was asked by myself and by others for them to take it down. They since refused to do such, and as I instructed them, that I will take action deemed necessary and appropriate. Fast forward 4 months later into 2022, they held a WrestleMania event. That event was effectively shut down and taken offline several times, which resulted in their attendance count going from 35 to 40 players to around 10 to 12 people. And as a result of that, they have still continued to harass not only just myself, other members of our group, um, and our group itself, and this has been going ongoing for quite some time, and it's quite tiresome. And here recently, I was informed that they attempted to poach, as in take our commentary team away from us, which again, um, everyone has the right to do what's best for them, and I'm never going to not do that or not advocate or encourage that. But in this sense, it was brought up to my attention that they are attempting to restart their group. Group is dead. It's failed. It will not come back under no circumstances. I will make sure it does not come back under no circumstances. But in the light of them trying to do that, they have said some derogatory words that is completely unnecessary. That is completely not okay. And they have again tried to recruit people and lie and say that we manipulate people and take them from our group. If you're watching the stream today, we will show highlights of a conversation that was had in a group chat that they titled Top Secret. and they invited two of our commentators into that chat. Now, the conversation, as I was told, was done via verbal. It was a verbal conversation. But one of the people that they approached was willing to come forward, and that person is talking to me right now, today.
Well, thank you, McMahon. I appreciate you answering the question and clearing things up. Yes, I will admit that I have said some things in the past on social media that I do regret, and I apologize once again. And this is the last time I'm apologizing, and I'm saying this from heart. After getting to know all of you guys, getting to work with you guys, getting the other perspective, um, I can see the wrongdoings that I have done and would have said, and I do deeply apologize for the choice of my words before joining WWE. And I hope you guys can forgive me. I want to thank McMahon for clearing things up. Now, I do want to ask another question, McMahon, and the allegations that were made towards you. You said it was manipulation, and were there any other allegations towards you that were proven false?
Well, I was called manipulative, a dictator, an authoritative person, a tyrant, a child molester, which again is not okay under no circumstances would you ever call me that, especially the work that I do in real life. Those were some of the accusations that were levied at me, which was completely inappropriate. And again, in return, I didn't allege anything about them, but if I wanted to, I definitely could, considering that the people who are in those leadership positions in that group do a lot of very sexual things in voice chats. That explains why they're banned from our server. They have been banned from our server for the past 2 years. Brax is a main person who was the owner of that group, along with Sneaky and a couple others.
Well, I will say this. I have worked for PWE in the past, and I will say this. I definitely did build a relationship with the two, and now knowing the truth that I feel like I was lied to. I feel like that they played me like a fool. They think and here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen of WWE. We were always told to never believe everything on the internet, and that is true. And this is exactly why. Whatever people say, whatever that comes out of their mouth, you should stay cautious and do your research. There has been absolutely no research um, towards the allegations towards McMahon. People continuously throw allegations to him to try and get him quote unquote canceled. I can't believe that's still a term. Um, and it does make me sick to my stomach that the people that I first knew that were my friends lied to me. And it does kind of, stab me in the heart a little bit because like I said, they brought me back in the community and they stabbed me in the back. They lied. I, I trust me. If I didn't get if I didn't know this whole drama, these issues, I would have joined in 2020 or 2021 when I came back. I would have absolutely been here for a full year commentating for all of you guys. I came here to entertain all of you, build a better reputation. I don't want to seem like someone bad, and I don't plan to do anything drastic that is nasty. I want to treat everyone here as human as possible, no matter their race, age, gender. I respect everyone here like a human being, and I really do hope that you guys treat me like a human being as well. And, well, a lot of you have shown me respect, and I want to thank you all for accepting me into the community. You guys have definitely been really great people that I've probably ever worked with. Braun Strowman, Riz, Spot, Cedric Alexander, Xavier Hawkins, you guys have absolutely been very nice people, and I plan to stay for a very long time to continue to commentate for all of you. Now that I know the truth, what's been going on, and I just want to say God bless all of you. I want to thank McMahon for the opportunity to commentate. I want to thank Tracy, Jensen, and I want to thank the um, people that spend their time with this group. Spreading positive vibes. That's what matters here. And this is a community forum, I know, and I shouldn't be saying this probably, but still, thank you all so much for the opportunity. So thanks, and that's really all I have. Just there's this drama in the past, and I told McMahon this yesterday, and I want to tell you all this. When you have problems in the past that have taken effect towards you and others, take that thing in the past, move on, and learn from it to not do it again. That's what matters. So I'm going to stop talking now so we can move on. McMahon, again, thank you, and God bless all of you.
Okay, I shall be taking back over now. I do have a couple questions for the chairman himself, though.
Okay.
So with these allegations and rumors spreading around the community, what are we looking forward to for WWE as a whole?
Well, we have relaunched our group. We definitely did clean out our roster. We have a fresh new generation of talent, which we are currently training and develop. We're taking time training them and so forth. Our finances are making a rebound. We are definitely on the correct pathway. We're going to be hosting more events. We're actually rolling out our holiday tour in a couple weeks for December. And so I definitely think that people will be looking towards more professionalized entertainment. And with that being said, I definitely thank everyone for continuing to support our company and our mission and what we strive to do on a daily basis. And like I say every single day, we are the largest and most active pro wrestling group, whether you want to call it a federation, a company, or an organization. We hold 90% of the marketing power. People know about us. We have an actual fan base. We are in a lot of different time zones. We're in 10 plus time zones, 9 different countries around the world. And recently we got another person, Monday, who was in another country that we did not claim yet. So we're doing good work. And I definitely thank everyone, including our employees, who help continue to steer the ship.
One more further question. There have been rumors of the clean community wanting to further themselves in animations. Is there a possibility that we could see quote unquote custom gimmicks arriving in the WWE in the near future?
Yeah, so we welcome custom gimmicks. We welcome clean members who are interested in transition or if they just want to do this part time. We welcome everyone in. As recently, we actually had a transition. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Sarah Reigns, but she has transitioned over into our community. She's doing well. She's now a Raw Women's Champion after successfully taking down Bailey. So there is definitely room for people from the Queens community to come on in. I would say one thing about that is that we are a community, we're a family. We stick up for each other. It doesn't matter if you're wrong or right. We hold each other accountable, but we also build and we help people as well. And one thing that I have seen is that people, I told someone today, and I will make this public, and this will be an announcement that I was going to make tomorrow, but I will make it tonight. As of tomorrow, we are officially eliminating the need for people to purchase equipment, gear, attires, accessories for their gimmick. One of the most biggest barriers of people coming into our community is that they had to look a certain way. They have to have all their stuff ready to try out to be a main star. But we are no longer doing that. We are removing that barrier. We are switching to morphs. That way, people who don't have enough money, they can still come over. They can still be trained. They can still be developed, and they can still become a great superstar. So that is one of the toughest barriers that we are removing because we have the resources and we have thought about this and developed it for a long time. And so it doesn't matter if you only have $1 in your pocket or so forth. Come on over. We will train you. We'll help you out. And of course, you make money while doing it. You get free renders, you get free attires and gears, so why not?
Um, One further question that has been involved in our community, a lot of people are concerned on payroll and how payroll will be affected and adjusted after the statement made for new payroll.
So we just recently released our updated quarter 4 payroll adjustments, which has incorporated new leadership roles and then also has adjusted for our superstar pay. The payroll will be ran next Friday before our Crown Jewel Premium Live event. We are also instituting bonuses going forward. Bonuses such as game night bonuses, just helping people. If we see you helping someone train a new person come in, that can get an incentive, a bonus. We're also going to do drawings. We're going to go back to doing drawings both for gift cards and so forth, or Nitro, or also just straight up Robux per se. So payroll is we have stabilized in terms of payroll. We are still bringing in our budget allocated expense. We're still bringing in our budget allocated investments and then also revenue to make sure that we're offsetting our budget allocated expenses. So we are financially stable. We will continue to be. And next week you will see a resurgence in activity, especially when we launch a $15,000 advertisement campaign next weekend.
One further question. In the future, can we look forward to seeing new arenas and new updates, per se, for the WWE?
Yes. Recently we did unveil a new arena, new facility, which is much larger. It's much more innovative. It's much more realistic. And definitely, as we continue to push the envelope, we will unveil new stuff. Recently we did an airport game, which in the future we are currently redesigning and redeveloping that, so it's a much better concept. But we're also working on a brand new world class performance center for not only just our employees but also for people who are interested in being trained.
All right, I appreciate and I thank you for your time. I'm going to go ahead and throw this over to Stephanie McMahon. I also I have further questions for Stephanie actually. So Stephanie, one of my questions for you would be, how is it performing under the chairman as the chief officer of WWE?
I think Thirsty might be having some mic issues, so she's resolving it right now. Excuse me.
We will move back on to 3C after this. Mr. McMahon, I have one more question for you.
Yes.
How
I think Thracy's back.
all right, as 3C fixes her technical difficulties, Mr. McMahon, would you be okay with answering one further question?
Sure.
How do you feel that this rebrand, per se, impacted the company? Good, bad, negatives, positives?
Well, I think there were several positives. Always when you have to release a large amount of people who have been veterans, it does take a toll. I definitely think it took it like a day toll, but we have bounced back. I think as you saw, a lot of you guys saw, we had a resurgence. We got rid of about 20 veterans per se on the roster, and we hired over 30 people within that 24 to 48-hour time span. And as you guys will see, the product quality of our shows will definitely increase. The content that we're putting out will increase. We'll be debuting a new talk show next week with our two signature commentators. So you'll see new content that will be pushed out in the next coming days and weeks. Thracy, are you back? I think she might be still having audio issues. Thracy, you have to turn off push to talk. Well, I guess we'll have to get Thracy on the next one. How about for December? She can do the community forum for December. All right. Well, if no one else has any other questions, please ask your questions in general. We'll take about one more minute or 2 more minutes, and then we will go ahead and let you guys go. I heard that Kenson had a game night plan, so be sure to attend that. So
Then
I'll look
thin, all right?
So I'll look in general, and I will watch for any potential questions. All right. Well, without further ado, I definitely thank you all for coming to our community forum for November. We will definitely have one in December as well, as I am trying